So I haven't done a video in a while. Um, wow. What I'm gonna say is kind of gonna shock some people. So I had a feeling I should delay my final video, and my reasoning behind this, part and partial, was just the feeling I had. And looking at what's going on in the Middle East, looking at what's happening now, you know, if you're a Christian, what you're seeing very much so lines up with a lot of the signs in the Bible for the end times. Now, World War III is a possibility. Thermonuclear war is a possibility. I mentioned things to help people survive this in a couple of the books I wrote. Survival Adventures of the Mole People and the New American Home Guard Anti-Terrorist Survival Manual. The idea of Hezbollah sleeper cells in America. Also, has some information in there that'll help prepare you for how you're going to defend yourself against terrorist sleeper cells. Gives you kind of a basic training manual for paramilitary style survivalism. And I wrote Living Without Rapture because even though I was raised a Southern Baptist and the rapture was a big part of church teachings, when I realized that it was false prophecy, I stepped away from the idea of a pre-tribulation rapture to become a non-denominational scripturalist Christian. Yeah, I know. So that makes everything a little bit more complicated. And I wrote a book basically arguing against the rapture and giving you some basic EDC survival style techniques to work with. Now, all of that being said, and the fact that, I would warn anyone against thinking God's going to pull me out of this world, I'm not going to go through the tribulation. Jesus said we was the salt of the earth, believers. Not just Christians, this includes Messianic Jews as well. That as believers, we are the salt of the earth. And, salt is a preservative. So, check this out. All right. We are also told to prepare for that time. Now, the 7-year tribulation, the first 3.5 years is going to be peaceful. It's going to seem like everything is beautiful and harmony and peaceful. And then comes the Antichrist and hell on earth and God's judgments against us. Now, I'm telling you all this because I'm seeing what's going on in the world, and I'm going to be honest. I'm a bit concerned. I don't tout my faith. I am a horrible, horrible Christian. I sin gratuitously. I am not fit to pass judgment on anyone, believer or non-believer. It doesn't matter. And I say this because I want you to realize that what I'm telling you, I'm not fit to judge anyone, but there's someone who is. And I just want to inspire everyone to get their heart right. Look, I made a video months ago talking about that anyone who calls himself a Christian and says God hates homosexuals is a liar, because God loves everyone. That's why he gave us a way out of death and hell through faith in his son Jesus Christ. I want you to think about that, because right now I've been watching a lot of stuff and I've been thinking about that. It doesn't matter what denomination of a church you go to. It doesn't matter any of this other stuff. Look, God will judge us. Period. Done. End of story. And to tell anyone that God hates them is to put a stumbling block, a barrier between them and God. Because why would you go to a God who hates you, for being the way He created you? And look, first, we're to prepare for the end, and part of that preparing for the end is reaching out to people, telling them that something is coming. Then there's the other part of it. See, you don't have to change and stop being who you are to make God happy to become a Christian. You change and stop being the old you and become the new you, trying to change for God because you are a Christian. Anyway, God bless y'all, and start looking up. There's people out there that are far more qualified than me that start to explain these end times stuff to you. You can find some of them on YouTube and everything. Don't look to someone who only gives you one point of view, but who breaks down all of them. All right.